Tabletop role-playing game freebies, sales, and charity bundles just in time of the holidays. And welcome back, EN World. So glad that this site is back and up and running with all the links, because I gotta say, as hard as I tried, guys, I did not live up to your ability to find these links. So welcome back, EN World. Thank you for making these links available to all of us and to me so I can make fun of them. And thank you to each and every one of you who's taking time out of your day to listen to the dulcet sounds of my voice, because I am your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weathers, and general internet nonsense. The source of the controversy, OGGM. Let's take a look this week. All right, starting with Freebies, pay what you want. These will be on Drive-Thru, DM's Guild, places like that. And we've got an Adventure Advent calendar. We've got a couple of these. We already looked at the one for Paizo. Looks like Kobold Press has one too. They're giving away one free PDF every day. Stuff like that. I don't know what it means. Is it a contest? Because, the last one was like a contest. What is today? We're going to open up the 9th. So if I open this one up, I get a free copy of Reach for the Stars. Okay, so it's everybody. Anybody who goes onto the site can download free PDFs of these various games. That's cool. Thank you, Kobold Press. That's really awesome. The other one didn't. The Pathfinder one was only one person and discounts. Our Tosolium has got a new thing coming out. They've got their Shadow Scar role-playing game coming up. And to do that, they've got a quick start Shadow Scar character creation system and a Shadow Scar starter set. So this is their new multi-dimension thingy that they're doing. I don't know, man. I'm not excited about it. It just sounds like something that's been done so many times. But it's Artisolian, and Artisolian never lets us down. So I am cautiously optimistic that this will be something good. Night Errant Media has released Titan Effect RPG 0, a science fiction espionage RPG setting in somewhere in the universe where there's espionage type stuff going on, and it's got some adventures and some 5 pre-generated characters. So a starter thing for Titan Effect RPG 0. It uses the Year 0 role-playing game. Remember, the Year 0 does have an open source. We've got Dark All Day from Gary Askan. This is a synthwave retro 80s cyberpunk role-playing game. It comes with adventures, Dark All Day player kit, and some other stuff. So how is a 80s take on Dark All Day's cyberpunk different than normal cyberpunk? Because cyberpunk was all inspired by things that came out in the 80s and very early 90s. So we have cyberpunk based upon cyberpunk. Retro 80s cyberpunk as opposed to normal 80s inspired cyberpunk. Yeah, that hurts my brain. We've got an adventure for 5e called The Creeping Blight. This features new magic items and monsters. It's over on Guildmaster's Guides. Chubby Babu has released Shadows of the Past for Call of Cthulhu. Chubby Babu, that might be the best name this week. We've got from Terra RPG, Introduction to the Material Plane. It's a source book for the material plane, history and geography, and secrets of the setting. So which one? The material plane of... Oh, it says here, the material plane of Terra. So this is for specifically the Terra role-playing game. And their introduction to their material plane in the Terra universe. So that's the core primary world. Old school role-playing release, the Cepheus Engine Adventure Mineral Rights, which is a traveler-esque adventure where your crew is hired by a mineral company to remove the native population living on a newly discovery system so the company can come in and start mining. And then we get the whole, do we help them or do we go down and slaughter them? Does the company have the right to be there? A classic sci-fi conundrum that your player characters will have to decide which side of the coin they land on. Do they stay loyal to the company that hired them, or do they join the rebellion? Since we've got some holiday stuff coming up, of course, we're going to have some holiday adventures. This one's called The Curse of Krampus. It comes from us over at DM's Guild. And it's all about how Santa and the Krampus and anti-Krampus and just, the constant battle for control of Christmas between St. Nick and the Krampus. We've also got Gnome for the Holidays from Zrave. The party is invited by Glimmer Tinkerton to visit her new toy shop and celebrate the holidays. But then stuff happens, and there's rules for a snowball fight and ice golem sculpting contest. I don't know if there's any actual combat in this, but with a snowball fight and ice golems involved, I have a feeling things will turn a little deadly. But right now it just sounds like hey, here's a nice little break from the normal wear and tear of slugging through a winter-based campaign. Why don't we have a Christmas festival? We've got new vampire stuff over at Storyteller's Vault. This one's called We Rage, capitalized as one capitalized. So it's actually Rage 1 because the we and the as are lowercase. It's optional rules to do solo GM-less werewolf, the apocalypse. New rules, alternate character creation, stuff like that. So if you want to, do some at-home storytelling with the world of werewolf, but you don't have somebody to do it with, here you go. Now we get to the lightning round. This is the thing I could not find. This is the first thing, because when I was doing this, I could never find these. Where do you find these, dude? Couldn't do it without you. These are mostly maps and stuff. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new maps available over on DriveThru and DM's Guild. Moving on to bundles and sales. Everything that Kobold Press has on DriveThru is marked down 20%. This ranges from Tales from the Valiant all the way to their various beast guides and all their other 3D stuff. Now you do this and the free Advent calendar, and you're getting a lot of free and marked down Kobold Press stuff for the holidays. The better 5e stuff. If you're interested in something a little bit more horror urban fantasy, and about the MMORPG The Secret World, we now have the Secret World 5th edition bundle, which converts the world of the Secret World MMORPG to 5e. I don't know what the Secret World is, but okay, it's converted. Fantasy horror, MMORPG. Do people still do that? This has got everything that's been made available for the Secret World so far. It's $60. Not sure how that's a sale, but okay. I don't know what the Secret World is. It's a thing. Urban horror doesn't really tell me a lot about it, just the usual unspeakable horrors. You're the only one who can see it, blah, 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 blah. But it's 5e, urban horror for 5e, i.e. the thing 5e isn't supposed to do. Over at Storyteller's Vault, we have the Sorcery Expanded Bundle featuring a trio of books from Mage, the Ascension 20 anniversary. 20 years already? Happy birthday, Mage. And this is only $4. And then we've got our charity bundles. We've got a GoFundMe for medical bills. This is for Daryl Mott's medical bills. So if you're looking to help somebody out who is dealing with kidney failure and some other things, our good friend Darren Mott is looking for some love, so you could give him a little help. Bundle of Holding has their Shadowrun bundles. This is the 4th edition of Shadowrun stuff that includes everything that you need to play Shadowrun for $18, and that goes to support the Diana Jones Emerging Designer Program. You remember that one? Was that the one I was nominated for? I think so. I didn't win, but I was nominated. I would have loved to win the Diana Jones Emerging Designer Program just so I can demand my prize. No, I won. I won a prize. Well, there is no prize. I want the prize. Well, we lost the prize in the mail. I want the prize. Look, we made a new prize. That's not the prize I won. I want the original prize. You mean the prize we lost in the mail? Yes, go find it. I can wait. And then, of course, with that, we'll have a other Shadowrun bundle that comes with everything else attached to the core rules. So all the adventures, monster guides, blah, blah, blah. This is specifically the Shadowrun 4th edition. I think we're up to 6th, right? I know it's the 7th age. I think it was 6th edition, 7th age, right? Am I wrong? Anyways, if you're a Shadowrun fan and you're looking for some Shadowrun stuff, here's, $18 gets you bundle number 1, and another $18 gets you bundle number 2. And again, goes to the Diana Jones. Rowan Rock and Degard has a bundle for their Spire, the City Must Fall bundle. This is the Dro Run Mega City Campaign setting, we talked about this last week. It's $13 for everything you need to run some adventures in the gothic punk, dro punk, horror punk, expanding city punk world of Spire. And then we have the Heart City Beneath bundle, which explores the criminal underworld and dungeons of the world of Spire. Both of these have received really decent reviews, so they might be worth checking out. And this is $18 for that one too. Humble Bundle has the Cyberpunk Red Mega Bundle. This is pretty much everything that's been released for Cyberpunk 2020/Cyberpunk Red, including all the old retro 2020 stuff like Chrome book and stuff like that. That can easily be converted to the new stuff. Some of those I even worked on. It's $18 and it goes to support the Children's Miracle Network. See, again, when I was doing this, I couldn't find the charities. You guys do this so much better. Paizo has a Happy Birthday Paizo bundle going up. This is remastered. And it's got a ton of Paizo Pathfinder 2nd Edition core stuff, including a remastered version of the rule book, GM screen, character sheet pack, pre-generations, player guides to the whatever the current storyline is. Maps, the current storyline, which is Frozen Flame and Stolen Fate. Stolen Fate and Frozen Flame, that's the current adventure path. So this causes everything, plus Beast Book, plus Beastery 2, Adventures. $30 gets you a ton of Pathfinder stuff, and it goes to support literacy programs like Free Comic Book Day. We've also got a Free League Mega Bundle. We've got Coriolis, Symbonium, Mutant Year Zero, some other stuff, Tales from the Loop, Forbidden Lands, Dragonbane. Pretty much everything they've made is available on this bundle for $18. It's direct relief, which means 10% goes to a charity of your choice. So if you're a fan of Free League and want to get everything they've made, here you go. We've got a map bundle. This one's got Campaign Cartographer 3. That was like $100 back in the day. Ultimate Mapping, Perspectives 3, Maps, Castles, Temples, Tombs, Catacombs, and Symbol Set 2, Fantasy 4 Plans, blah, blah, blah. A whole bunch of stuff for Campaign Cartographer 3, including a lifetime license for only $30. That's 90% marked off from what Campaign Cartographer 3 usually run off. And that goes to children charities like Save the Children. I never could use Campaign Cartographer 3. I have played with it, but my brain was just like too much math. I mean, this is a hardcore program. This is not just some simple copy and paste. This is, grafting and lines and mathy, sciencey stuff. It is a well-worked, thought-out program. It also is very clunky and can really drag down your computer because you're basically running, a CAD program. But if you can figure it out, the maps you can make are genius. We've got an audio bundle. This one is from Monument Studios. This is a series of just sound effects, sound design files. So downloading these files, and then you install them in a thingy that lets you play the things, and then you have to time them just right. You also get a subscription to something called Fantasy Plus, which I guess is the program you would use to play these audio bundles if you want so thing. It feels like too much work for me, but I assume that you are way better at a computer than I am, because most people are better at a computer than I am. So you could install them and link them to little icons. And every time you want to hear the sound of sword swinging, you go click, and then you hear ching. Or if you want to hear spooky music sound effect, you go click, and you hear do, 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 do. I don't know. I know Mercer uses them, or used to use them. I know another couple DMs that use them. They never really worked for me. I never really saw the point. It didn't really add or change anything for me. In fact, sound and music being used in the game usually distracted me because of my neurodivergence, obsessive compulsiveness. If there's like a sound on a radio or something going on and people talking, my brain will have trouble separating them, and will inevitably focus more on the music, especially if it's music I like. Like if you're playing Duel of the Fates, my brain is just going to be 100%, Duel of the Fates, which was a great sound from a horrible movie. And that's it. Remember, these are all PDFs. Because you are downloading digital media, before you install or open anything, please take the time to run them through a virus checker, malware checker, detective thingy, so that you don't get any of these insidious viruses and stuff on your channel. I'll post a link to the ones I think are worth your time down below in the comments. Thank you again, Ian World, and welcome back. Guys, I did this for a couple weeks, and I think I did an okay job of finding the bundles and finding the stuff on drive-thru, but I pale in comparison to you, Ian World, and your ability to find these, even extremely obscure ones. So you can have the job back with my blessing. Thank you for taking time to hang out with me, guys. I'll talk to you later.
News from the table in the rolling waves. Dice in our hand, we're the dungeon's brave. Adventures tonight with our mighty team. Heroes we become, living out the dream. Roll the dice, feel the thrill. Monsters we will overthrow. Questing with friends in the RPG show.